These two have sat on the fence. I mean, the fence is creaking.
I won't sit on the fence.
All right. I'm just thinking about Noni Madueke, and it's another difficult decision. Bukayo Saka plays on that right-hand side as well. He has been arguably England's most consistent performer, a very popular player, delivers good numbers, delivers performances, and yet we've seen Madueke almost put in 2 performances that make him undroppable. Stuart Pearce, that's a massive call. So if you're picking an England team tomorrow and both are available, what do you do?
Well, hit the like and the share button before you forget. Just get that done right now. I'm astounded by this. Now, I for one praised Noni Madueke over the course of this international break. I said he looked good. He was dangerous. He got himself an assist. I was really impressed with him. Bukayo Saka, though, has been probably England's most consistent player in qualifications, friendlies and tournaments over the past 3 years. He was twice been Player of the Year. And look, let's be blunt, let's be honest. England went through a really tough period in 2024. But we know that wasn't anything to do with Saka. That was very much to do with Gareth Southgate. He's missed a few England games due to injury. But this just stinks from the mainstream media. Firstly, they know that they can get under the skin of certain Arsenal fans, and that is what they're doing. Adrian Durham, forgot his name. Adrian Durham is a renowned Arsenal hater. This man has been on their backs for many years, and sometimes it certainly is funny. But England don't need this. England don't need this Bukayo Saka hate. England don't need this stinky agenda. England don't need this weird rivalry to be created between Madueke and Saka. By the way, they did this when Cole Palmer came into the team, kick out Saka. Foden doesn't even really play on the right, but kick Saka out. Saka's always the player that the mainstream media are looking to kick out the team. Now, I saw this many times in my younger years as a Man United fan. Wayne Rooney was our best attacker, there's no doubt. We had other number 9s that were good, wingers that were good. But every time a new young buck came through, I think we should drop Rooney and try somebody else. I remember Ross Barkley being tipped to be a better forward for England than Rooney. Theo Walcott. Let's drop Wayne Rooney. Let's give Theo Walcott a go. This happened continuously over Rooney's career. And I think this is a divisive approach that damages England. It doesn't help England. It doesn't help the national side. It creates weird division. Let's have a little listen to some more what they say.
You might turn around and say, can Saka play on the left-hand side? But
you want to change where Saka has been Player of the Year 2 years running for us, excellent at international tournaments. Madueke, really talented player, did very well over the course of this break. But you now want to take one of our most consistent players out of their natural position to accommodate Madueke. These are the same people that were screaming for Anthony Gordon to be starting on the left. What, you want him out the team now? You want to create an imbalance again? So stinky.
Potentially. It's a brilliant situation to have. You know full well, every time you go to a major tournament, you bet your bottom dollar you're going to lose 3-4 players that are going to be essential to you that you want to pick in the squad. I
agree with that element, absolutely. It's a really good problem for England to have. But what I don't like is why Bukayo Saka is being attacked. At the same time, these same individuals never speak about the position of Foden in the England team, who's gone a very long time without scoring or assisting, been very inconsistent at international level. Harry Kane, yes, a great pass from him against the Irish, but he had a really poor international tournament. He looked off the pace in many games. You dare mention Ollie Watkins starting in these games, and you get absolutely shot down and ripped apart. But when it comes to Bukayo Saka, straight away they're ready to attack. I think this absolutely stinks. As ever, look, I want your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions on this in the comment section below. Now, speaking of stinky opinions, let's take a little listen to this here from Jason Cundy. I need you guys to listen to this.
He underachieved in an English shirt.
That's blasphemy.
No, it's not. It's true.
That's blasphemy.
It's not. Rooney underachieved.
No.
Rooney, in his career, underachieved.
He won everything you could win.
He should have gone on to be England's greatest goal scorer.
He was.
He was until Harry Kane took it away from him.
He's not.
Kane is now. But
he's not. He scored 1 goal in a major tournament.
That's a lie. Do you know what's really funny, right? The lies about Wayne Rooney are absolutely ridiculous. And I know he's not playing anymore, but I do think an important part of football is to make sure that we maintain the legacy of particular football players. Again, when people say he's only scored one goal in major tournaments, do you want to know how incorrect this is? Wayne Rooney has 6 goals at the Euros. 6 goals at the Euros, and only there's a handful of players on 7. He's in joint 6th place, essentially, through history in this. There's a few players on 7. Platini's on 9, and Cristiano Ronaldo is on 14, where he blows everybody away, right? But up until Ronaldo went on this crazy run, scoring all these goals, Platini was the highest goal scorer in this tournament's history on 9. Rooney got to 6. This lie that he only scored 1 international goal is crazy. But also the overarching claim here that Rooney underachieved in his career is absolutely crazy. He's Man United all-time goal scorer. That's Manchester United, one of the biggest, most historic clubs in the world. He is the top goal scorer of that club. Nobody in the Premier League has scored more goals away from home than Wayne Rooney, okay, up until this point. He's the only player with over 200 goals and over 100 assists in Premier League history. 12 double-figure goal-scoring seasons. And also had a season or 2 leading in Premier League assists. He's regarded as one of the best of his generation. He won every single domestic trophy available, including a Premier League and Champions League double. He was part of a team that did 3-peats. He broke onto the scene as a 15-year-old and played right through into his 30s. This man achieved everything at club level and did okay at international level. But England were a shambles during that period. And I think putting that all on Wayne Rooney is crazy. There was a lot of hype around Wayne Rooney. There was a lot of pressure put upon his shoulders. But he only underachieved through the prism of the media, because the media thought he'd be even better than he was. But Wayne Rooney never made those promises. He was a phenomenal player, and I despise the rewriting of history surrounding so many Manchester United legends. I think it's crazy. I really do. I'd love to get your opinions on this. I'd love to get your views on this. Please hit the like and the share button, and make sure you are subscribing to the Football Terrace. Now, I want you to listen to this opinion from Mark Goldbridge. I want you to take a little listen to this, and I want to know if you agree with his claim of the most overrated player in the Premier League. Take a little listen.
So I was doing quick fire and they said, who do you think's the most overrated player in the Premier League? I hesitated a little bit, and then I just went with the first name that came in mind, James Maddison.
I disagree completely.
But that's what I mean. I couldn't. Nothing quickly came to mind. It just came from the depths of my brain, and I just said James Maddison, and I was trying to think about. They went, really, and I went, yeah, because I just thought, well, he is good, but he's almost that player that flashes up for 2 or 3 games and, oh, look at him, and then you forget about him for a month.
I think there's some truth in this. I think there's some what's really crazy is you've got that previous clip of Wayne Rooney's overrated and this massive attack on someone who scored and assisted, won every trophy, United's all-time goal scorer. There are more people online that will say, there are more football fans that will say Rooney was overrated than James Maddison. James Maddison, for about 3 years, had Arsenal fans, Man United fans especially, Liverpool fans at times, whoever was playing in that attacking midfield role at their club, it was stated, Maddison's better. Maddison's better than Odegaard. Maddison's better than Bruno. Maddison's better than Soboslai now, whoever was playing there before, I forget. Maddison was better than nearly every single attacking midfield player in the league, probably barring KDB. What's he done at Tottenham? Good start to his career there. He scored a few good goals. But where's the consistency of performances been? Where's the performances that have led to winning trophies? I actually like James Maddison. I actually think he's a decent player. Some of my frustration probably stems from how I was told for 5 years that he is miles clear of Bruno Fernandes when I don't think he is. He passes the eye test completely, but where is the consistency of performances? And a player in his position, the most important thing for him to do is create goals and score them. And he doesn't do that on a regular enough basis. And by the way, he's playing for a manager whose system is attack, attack, attack. There are no excuses. Absolutely no excuses whatsoever. I think he's a talented player. He may not be the most overrated player in Premier League history, but I think in the contemporary sense, he's definitely up there. I agree with Goldbridge on this one. And that isn't because I think he's a terrible player. So please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm talking about, and I'm not even blaming Spurs fans for this. They didn't do this. Before he joined Tottenham, he was better than all those players I mentioned. What's he done since he's been at a better team, with better players around him, with a really attacking manager? He's done next to nothing, to a point where a lot of Tottenham fans are now saying, could we look to get better than him? Crazy. Listen, I'd love to get your thoughts, feelings and opinions on these three big takes today. Saka, should he be dropped from the England team? Do you think this is just Saka and Arsenal hate? Or is this just the media trying to create a divide within the England setup, as they've done many times before? On the Wayne Rooney claim, is it blasphemy to say that he underachieved in his career? And if you do think he underachieved, do me a big favour in the comment section. Let's see if you've got the ability to iterate this. Why is he underachieved? Based on whose standards? And when it comes to James Maddison, is he the most overrated player currently in the Premier League? Or is it somebody else? Give us your comments. Leave them below. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. Peace.